Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure, it's my honor. As usual, I've been out here in nature and I'm holding my hand here lemongrass and it's all over the place and enjoying the nice smell of this lemongrass here. So it's really always a pleasure to be out in nature bringing this message of emancipation to you, whereby I'm pointing you to look no other place but to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And that is why I want to speak to you concerning the magic code, or the magician code. And Abdullah taught Neville Goddard the magician code of 153 so that he will be able to create his reality consciously. Now, you might say to me, what do you really mean about the 153 code as the magician code? Now, it's written in the Bible in St. John chapter 21, but very few understand that teaching. Now, you have a logical mind and you have a creative mind. A mind whereby you reason things and you try to understand things from an intellectual standpoint. And then there's the mind whereby you use intuition, whereby things come to you by inspiration without anyone telling you. And we all born into this world with these kind of faculties. Therefore, at a very early age, we've been taught to think from the logical mindset because of the educational system that was given to us, and the religious system, and the political system. So we were taught to believe in a rat race. We were taught to believe in competition. We were taught to believe that if we cannot reason something out to make it logical, that we can't believe it. But there's another side of us, which is actually the genius side. That place is where the magician code lays. So basically I'm speaking about the left brain and the right brain. So when you're operating on the left hemisphere of your brain, you're vibrating on the systematic way that the world has put before you to keep you in your amnesia, to keep you in limitation, to keep you in things like religion and politics and even more academic education. It is the place whereby you think that you're wise when you're actually mentally retarded. But it is teaching you now that when one has experienced a shift and has come into that place of discovering their magical self, that it can only take place on the right hemisphere of the brain, which is on the right side that you have to cast the net. So the world has been casting the net on the left side, which is living on the logical side of existence. But to come into the creative, imaginative side of your being, you have to receive the magician code. And that code is a frequency. And it is the frequency of 153, which holds the secret of 3, 6, and 9. which is the keys to the universe that is within you. And so when you realize that the universe is within you, you realize that you have a compass within you, and you can shift that compass in any direction you want to shift that compass by using a code of 153. That is why all the miracles in the Bible, when you add them up, is 153. 1 plus 5 is 6, and 3 plus 6 is 9. So my brother and my sisters, the genius mindset is where you come in to your creative self, your higher self, your Christ self. Understanding that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. And when you read the Bible, you only read the Bible and interpret the Bible as dealing with energy, vibration, and frequency and the anatomy of your body. So when I speak of the magician code of 153, you have to understand that there's only one energy. And this energy can be transmuted into any form that you so desire. All you have to do is arrange your body with your mind, your emotion, and get into the energetic field by understanding that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. And you get on whatever frequency that you so desire. And when you get on that frequency that you so desire, you will realize that your net is filled and want to burst. And you will have to beckon unto others to be a part of this great catch. Because when you send that frequency out, it will influence others to act on your behalf. Things will just happen in your favor. People who do not know you, who live thousands and thousands and thousands of miles from you, would get in touch with you and want to do something on your behalf. Family members who haven't gotten in touch with you for a very long time will get in touch with you. Things gonna happen in your life in a very magical way because you are operating the magical code, the magician code of 153, dwelling in your higher self. For there is no number higher than 9. And so many people have been following Neville Goddard and listening to his lectures, but they fail to realize that when Neville tell of his story of he wanted to go to Barbados and what Abdullah would have done for him, they are reading the story of St. John chapter 21, where he was handed the magician code. And many have used the magician code to teach the law of attraction only. But I'm teaching you the law of attraction and also teaching you the message of self-realization. So in other words, I'm teaching you the law and the promise because I experienced the promise first before the law. Because I was using the law all the time and using it unconsciously. That is why I'm teaching you how to use the law consciously. But first of all, I always encourage you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I want to say to you, if you want to learn more about the magician code of 153, I encourage you to be a part of my Facebook group. And from time to time, I'll be going to more deeper things and even get into some Bible studies with you also. Sharing this message of the magician code with you so you can get more in touch with your magical self. So that's an invitation to you to be a part of my Facebook group. So you can send me an email if you are interested. Also, let me say, if you are listening to me for the very first time and what I'm saying to you, it's really resonating with you and it's really making sense to you, or if you want to know more of what I'm speaking about, and or you would like more explanation on the 153 code and so on, which is basically, as I said before, the magician code, then I would encourage you to first of all to subscribe. You can like, comment, share, and also to email me. Okay? But before I leave you, I want to let you know that this message I bring to you, that it is the single eye, yes, the single eye message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 says that if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And my brother and my sister, I'm bringing that light to you, and that light vibrates on the 153 frequency. And that is why I'm saying to you, it is the resurrection code. It is the code that will bring you to understand the phenomena of life. For hadn't it been that eye, that single eye has been opened in me, and that light has shone within me after that great mighty shaking, and I would have heard the unearthly wind, and I ascended as a fiery being and rolled the stone away and came out of this body, and found this body to be the grave in which Christ is buried, I wouldn't have been here bringing this message to you, saying to you that let no one deceive you by making you believe that the eye above the pyramid is an evil symbol. No, that's not true. The eye above the pyramid represents the all-seeing eye of God in you, who is your imagination. For you will have an awakened imagination. And you will come to understand that the eye is the eye of the mystics, the eye of the prophets, the eye of the seer. God in man, your imagination. And that is why I am always giving you the symbol of the single eye with my hand above my crown chakra, saying to you that when you have the experience, that you will come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. For the sun paralyzes the human imagination, and the human imagination paralyzes the sun. For without the sun, there is no life, and there is no light, because the sun is the giver of all life, not Jesus, a man 2,000 years ago. That's a lie. And also, without your own human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. So you can see the sun and your imagination, they are one. Also, you're told in Psalm 84:11 that the Lord thy God is a sun, S-U-N, and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. And the sun has never withhold its light from you. For the sun is what powers all of humanity. Then, in Malachi chapter 4 verses 2, you're told that the sun, as in the S-U-N, of righteousness shall arise in you, not outside of you, in you, with healing in his wings. And that is why I'm bringing healing to all of humanity by pointing each and every one to look inwardly and to use your mind power, which is your solar power, your sun power, your creative power, your God power, which is actually the sexual power. Use that power to achieve your every desire. So with that being said, I want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.